Wow, that's it. That's going to be it. The Volatile Arsonist for the win. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome to my first ever adventure as ManaMan. Now, every superhero needs a pretty good origin story, so hopefully we can make this a pretty good one. Today we're playing a red and green deck I like to call Howloween, and I know what you're thinking. You know, Halloween's already over with. We got Thanksgiving's even over with. We got Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah coming up, and all these other wonderful holidays. But it's still spooky season over here at the arena, and I'm gonna keep running these bad boys until they rotate out, quite honestly. So let's go ahead and dig right into the new Crimson Vow Wolf. We got the Ascendant Pack Leader. This card is going to honestly run as a 2/1 vanilla half the time. And honestly, that's perfectly okay, because as long as we're setting up a 1-drop wolf into a 2-drop wolf into a 3-drop Tovolar, that's honestly the peak and optimal strategy for this deck. Tovolar, as long as we can go Nightbound on turn 3, it is going to be so hard for our opponents to catch up. Even if they wipe the board, we're going to be drawing so many cards between Tovolar and Pack Leader that it's going to be a little just too hard and a little too aggressive for our opponents to catch up. We do have 4 of the Blizzard Brawl. We are running Snow Forests and Snow Mountains just for the Blizzard Brawl. It's that good. It doesn't matter. It's one of the best cards in the format still. I mean, it was what? We did have Epiphany. We had Chariot. We have Goldspan Dragon. These cards are all, as we all know, they're pretty freaking good. So it doesn't really matter. This card is up there, and the 4 of is justified. Next, we got the Snarling Wolf. Again, it's mostly going to just operate as a 1-drop vanilla wolf, but that's okay because that suits the deck quite well, to be completely honest with you. Outland Liberator, outside of the absolutely gorgeous alternate art all these wolves and werewolves have, we're going to go ahead and run this as a 3 of because it does address meat hooks and chariots and other miscellaneous enchantments. I don't know if that white enchantment deck is any good that comes out from Crimson Vow, but we have no way of dealing with enchantments and artifacts and those pesky hooks and everything without it, so it is going to be a 3 of. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 2/2 or a 3/3 vanilla in some matchups, but that's just kind of the price you pay. The Werewolf Pack Leader is old but gold. It's just too solid of a 2-drop to ignore. And honestly, I did notice one thing, and you'll have to notice this as well, but the Pack Leader, it has a space between Pack Leader and Werewolf Pack Leader, and it doesn't in Ascendant Pack Leader. So now that I noticed it, you'll have to notice it too, and it's just a little irksome, Wizards. I don't know what's going on. If there's a reason for that, I mean, just please let me know, because I noticed that, and I'm like, that the inconsistency just kind of bugs me a little bit. But anyway, we do have the Kessig Naturalist. Obviously, that art on the Lord of the Uvenval. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But as soon as it attacks, you add a green or a red and then you actually don't lose the mana as the steps and phases end. So that's actually great, and it does give you Daybound if you are struggling with that with no Tovolar on turn 3. And then you get +1/+1. So there's not really much else to say about it. You go ahead and beat your face and make your wolf stronger. Next, we got the Reckless Stormseeker, and this card is just great. It's kind of, you know, caveman aggro. There's nothing much you do. You play it, you swing it, and that's it. It gives you a +1/+0 in haste unless it's Daybound. And then if it's Nightbound, you go ahead and get +2 and +0 and gains Trample and haste. And God Lord, look at that Storm Charge Slasher. That is absolutely gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. We'll go ahead and readdress the Tovolar here. I mean, it is the MVP, it's the glue, it's the powerhouse of the deck. This card makes the deck run single-handedly pretty much. This card is going to allow you to draw cards. It's going to allow you to create mismatches in your opponent's combat, because when you do have Tovolar the Midnight Scourge, by paying a green and a red, you're going to be able to give your creatures +X and gain Trample. That Trample can go far, because if they just, you know, chump your creature, you can go ahead and draw a card, and otherwise you can just power into something and create an even matchup, and then go ahead and take both the creatures out. This card is just so great, and it is well deserving of being the MVP. Next, we have Arlen, and as long as it's Arlen the Moon's Fury in Nightbound, this card is absolutely a game changer, because for 4, look what you're getting. You're getting a 5/5 werewolf creature with trample, indestructible, and haste. I mean, whew, if that didn't have to be nightbound, that'd be borderline broken. But good thing we can break it. And if it is daybound, you will have an opportunity to create a free nightbound, but it'll just be very, very slow because until your next turn, you may cast creature spells as though they had flash, and each creature gets a +1/+1 counter on it, so that's always nice. Or you could create two green wolf creature tokens for fodder, for blocking, for if you gotta create, whatever you need to do. But Arlen is wonderful. You want to use it while it's night to get the most out of it. And last but not least, we do have the Volatile Arsonist, which can also be a Dire Strain Anarchist, and this card is absolutely stunning. It doesn't seem like the craziest thing, but as a 2, I'm actually considering running it in a 3 or maybe even like a 4 of it. It's usually a little cloggy. When I first made this deck, it was a 4 of, and it was a little cloggy, but I am running. It's between 2 or 3 right now. I don't really know. But either way, when you do get this bad boy out on the field, it is absolutely a game changer. You have haste and menace straight out the gate, and whenever it attacks, you deal 1 damage to each of up to 1 target creature, up to 1 target player, and or up to 1 target planeswalker. And if it's nightbound, it juices up to a 5/5, and then it does 2 damage to each of those targets. This card it's gonna be a little too much for your opponent, especially by turn 5. Hopefully, you can kill your opponent, by turn 4, turn 5 anyway. Optimally, this card will come out and beat your opponent's face in, and they'll scoop or blow up, concede, whatever you want to do. Nothing too crazy in the mana here. I don't think running Faceless Haven is very good because we do have Werewolf Pack Leader, which specifically needs a green, and Kessig Naturalist needs a green-red. So I don't think it's going to help with the consistency of the deck. If you want to run it, go ahead. I think that it is not very good, so I am not going to run it. So that about does it. So without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. The Dark Magician Girl. That's the wrong game. I don't know if any of you all have ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, but I am quite the Yu-Gi-Oh holic. Yu-Gi holic, whatever. But we're on to Magic now. Magic is such a better game that it's literally not even funny, and it's kind of sad because Yu-Gi-Oh actually was pretty cool. So I commend you for the Dark Magician Girl. I think she's like everyone's waifu. Pretty sure those first edition are like the first ever copies are like crazy amounts of money. But without further ado, we do have the Thalia. Thalia doesn't hurt us too much here, to be completely honest with you. So the first strike kind of does. Let's go ahead and drop the Liberator. Pass turn, big boy, big girl. I don't know, whatever you are. Paladin class. Let's go ahead and get a Nightbound and take care of that, because the 1/1 can get quite irksome. There we go. With the first strike. I'm not going to. Honestly, it's not too bad. I mean, there we go. There we go. We're cooking, baby. That's just free value. Go ahead and kill that. Boom, boom. 2 cards. I don't know how you're going to recover from that, Dark Magician Girl. Maybe you should stick to Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So hopefully we can go ahead and maybe get someone that is actually kind of competent at Magic the Gathering this time. Okay, here. So this is actually a decent hand. We don't have a 1-drop, but that's actually okay. It's not. It's a little gross having double Tovolar with no 1-drop, but that's okay. Put this down. Set up the Naturalist for turn 2. We'll be on our way. Jack and Sabertooth. Okay. This is a little clocky. Getting a little nervous at this point. Playing Snowlands. Oh, some more Thalia. I'm not really sure how you say it. That first strike does absolutely cripples us. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Let's see here. I wanted to attack and then play the Arlen, pop 2 tokens out, but can't do that anymore. Then we play one of our 3 Tovolars and say go. Your move, Sabretooth. It's kind of ironic, right? Sabretooth, we're playing Wolves. Tooth, you know. Hopeful Initiate. This card is pretty good. I like this card. It's called Training. Yeah, this card's pretty good. We are a little starved here, and we're going to miss a drop. So that is annoying. Oh, my goodness. What do we do here? We literally can't do anything. Once we give up the Tovolar. If we swing with the Tovolar. Let's go ahead and do it. Who cares? What's the alternative? Playing Pack Leader and a Snarling Wolf? Whatever. Hopefully he lets us through or chump blocks. Get some sort of value out of it. There we go. It's something. It's something. Puppy 1, Puppy 2. Your move. We'll get some Nightfall. Hopefully we'll get something going and hopefully a land. And then we might be cooking. Look up the open hand. Could use a lot of things right now. Okay. Burn down the house right now, be looking pretty good. Ugh, it's brutal. Literally the only thing we can do. That's so aggravating. Getting out man-powered by white weenies. Ugh. Ugh. Go ahead. Go wide. Okay. Still in quite an awkward stalemate here. Trying to think if I should just swing or drop this Reckless Stormseeker, or should I keep Tovolar's ability to maybe trample through and get some cards here? Because they can only block with... There's only one bad block here, right? Because I could just pump this. I don't even need to use Tovolar for Snarling Wolf if they block with Adeline. I think we're just going to swing here. I mean, we have to do something. We can't just sit here forever. We do get a little mana here too, so that'll help us out. And see what Mr. Jack Sabretooth wants to do. What'll it be? Okay, so the Pack Leader's going bye-bye. Tovolar's going bye-bye. Uvenvald's going bye-bye. Okay. Let's go ahead and pay 0 just to give it... we need a card. I need a card bad, so that's gonna get crunched. That doesn't feel good. Trample through. Okay, we get this. This will help. Drop the Tovolar. I didn't know if I should maybe buff the Uvenvald to get another card, but I kind of like just dropping the Tovolar. This was surprisingly... It didn't look good. We missed at least 1 land drop. Maybe 2. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. So, looking okay here to be... This could be a lot worse. We don't get to play the Arlen because non-creature spells cost 1 more. That is... Ooh, so annoying. I think this is the strongest move. It's gotta be. Just got an instant or something. Let's go ahead and do this. Can we do a positive matchup anywhere? I don't believe so. So let's go ahead and do this. I don't really want to lose the Tovolar. I thought we had 3 in our hand. They're both 2. Okay, here we go. Okay. We'll send the Storm Charger. If they want to trade the Faceless Haven, I think we're okay with that, to be honest. It's not terrible. We'll go ahead and get a card out of it. Cards are cool. Cards are cool. Another Arlen. Hopefully we can keep Knight here. Swinging with the weenies. The flying weenies of death. Man, we really need some land here. That's oh, it's so it's agonizing. All right. Oh man. Let's just drop another Stormseeker here. Power it up, swing away. No more Faceless Havens, so if they want to block with something, they don't. Just brutal. We need some land here. Going to go ahead and get Day, but it should not be a problem. Well worth the risk. They get rid of the Tovolar, and that's going to be it. That was not sexy at all, but a dub is a dub. I really want to showcase the Arsonist, so hopefully we can go ahead and get a game where we do that. There we go. There's the Volatile Arsonist. And that's a pretty darn good hand, if I do say so myself. So let's go ahead and keep that. Going first too. Can't complain. This is pretty much the optimal setup right here. So this is going pretty well. Usi. I am not a fan of these Hall of the Storm Giants. I have the Hive thingy. They're just so ugly. Look at this thing. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't even look like it should be in the mana or the land zone. It's just had to throw my opinion out there. I think they look awful. Yeah, no. Not for me. Oh, Fading Hope. What's the better one drop? Fading Hope or Blizzard Brawl? It's honest, it's gotta be close. They're both very good. Make you grit your teeth quite a bit. Do they have another Fading Hope? I'm almost debating trying to go a little wider and go Pack Leader and Snarling rather than just going Tovolar. Let's go ahead and try it. We're fools, but let's try it out. And it goes through for a card. Wow, I did not see that coming. No counter, Fading Hope. We're running white hot right now. White hot. Okay, there's the removal spell. Instant. Did they just draw that? Oh, they didn't have red. That's what it was. Okay. Let's drop this puppy. For this puppy. I want to establish this because now if we can play cards on our opponent's turn with this, the +1, cast our creatures with flash. I mean, it's going to be very hard for this blue deck to get with the program if we can play all of our creatures with flash. So they just pass turn. I mean, like the pressure's on them. You got to do something here. All right. Not ideal, but here we go. I asked, you ask, and you shall receive. It's not going to do any damage to any creatures or planeswalkers, but that's okay. Tap ground. No, thank you. Up to one player. You can't do a planeswalker. Boom, 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 boom. Barring some sort of draconic intervention, sweeping tire, that 1/4 drop. That's this is looking pretty good here. So can't do anything else. That's gonna hurt. Click that for the lulz. Maybe pump the Snarling Wolf. Get a land. Yeehaw. Bam! And that's gonna be enough. Who we got here? William. You know, William, I know you are an OG because to get the name William, that's impressive. You ever see those people like that are just like Tom123@hotmail.com or Gmail, whatever. It's like, man, you had to have been early, so I commend you for that. I will go ahead and keep it. No 1-drop. I love 1-drops in this deck. But a turn 2 Werewolf Pack Leader is nothing to sniff at. What's up with the white weenies? White weenies everywhere. We'll throw a pack later. You don't have to deal with that, William. Ooh, okay. Gotta be wary of some instants here. Okay. First strikes, no first strikes. If they want to trade here, that's pretty okay with me. Because we don't have a 1-drop, I probably would rather go Tovolar, but if we can get a card here, which we will be able to with this, boom, make six power, and here we go. Give me that card. I love drawing cards. I don't know about you all. I love drawing cards. I love Arlen too. I just love this deck. Boom, 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 boom. What you thinking, William? Clarion Spirit, what you got? Okay. So you're just going to out aggro me, huh? This Light Scribe is terrifying. I can't even lie to you. look at this. Okay. Okay, let the race begin. Let the race begin. I got 2 land there, so I'm trying to think what the most optimal move here. At this point, I don't really know if I even care about cards, so Tovolar to draw might not even be the best. Maybe Tovolar with the Wolf helps out a lot too. So let's go ahead and drop the Tovolar, because we want the Arlen for the Nightbound. Drop the Snarling Wolf. Haste the Tovolar. Leave the Snarling Wolf behind for chump blocking, because this thing's probably going to go crazy. And then, yeah, should have Nightbound. Should have either, wasn't even planning for the Arsonist or the Arlen. But got lethal next turn. Snarling Wolf is absolutely going to chump block, and then we'll have 3 left for Nightbound. I don't like your odds, William. Okay, more pumpage. Do you have a removal, a 1-drop portable hull? Oh, I was so nervous. It's not an instant or a sorcery anyway. I was very nervous about a portable hull here. That is not going to cut it. GG's, William. Been running real good. Been running real good. I think we're due for some bad luck here. Bad, but maybe next match, because this is a pretty good hand. Kimball 7. You got the bat. This bat squeaks and it's really annoying, so I'm not a big fan of it. We'll drop the Wolfie. The common 1-drop. See, look at this thing. This thing's flying. It's squealing. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's my least favorite pet by far. Easy as. We get the Tovolar for turn 3. Peck away. Your move. So far, so good. Hopefully they don't ramp and tempo into something super crazy here. Oh, they're playing with the Naturalist. I don't like that. You never like to see that. Let's go ahead and drop this for a Tovolar. Give us a card. For another Tovolar. I've seen worse trades happen. What you got? What you got? Magda. Brazen Outlaw. Oh. Haven't seen this in a while. Woo-wee! Zekia's Chariot. I've heard from my friends that play Gathering of Magic that this card's pretty good. Pretty good. Can't swing, obviously, so let's drop the Naturalist. This is risky, because if I drop the Naturalist and the Outland Liberator, I'm not leaving any mana to destroy it, and if the Liberator gets Dragon's fired or removed, then we're kind of out of luck. I think it's worth it. I think we just gotta pray they don't have removal and just really go for the ceiling here. We gotta play to win. We can't play not to lose. So a Dragon's Fire or any sort of removal spell on this Liberator is absolutely gut-wrenching. Hopefully they don't have it or just kind of don't notice it and don't see this card a lot. And hopefully they don't know that the Chariot's about to go bye-bye. I'll probably, if they tap it and swing with it, I'll probably just let it through. I don't want to risk the board presence of any of my wolfies. Good move. Good move. Ah, okay. Let's say, what the heck? They swing with the cat. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? You clearly got a buff spell. I mean, if it's a bluff, it's a good bluff. You should be playing poker, not Magic the Gathering. You're playing the wrong card game. Earlier we had a Yu-Gi-Oh player. We got a poker player here. If you're bluffing, it's a top tier bluff right there. The Moonville Regent. I still don't know how to say. I don't know how to say any of these cards. Boy, we are sweating now. There it is. That is brutal. Oh God. I could use a Blizzard Brawl and a drink.
Power off.
What the heck? Oh boy. Drop this. So that's Cinderclasm. Probably lights out for us. I would absolutely do this trade. I don't think they are dumb enough to do this, but let's go ahead and at least try to get a card here. It's the only thing. We don't have anything helpful in our hand. There's a Brawl. That could help us. It might be a little too late. That could very well help us. Okay. I wonder if they swing with the Chariot or just... What are they going to do here? Because they don't have a token. They're thinking. They're in the tank. Okay, so they are going to tap for the Chariot. I can't risk the board presence, so I'll go ahead and let that through. I do find it a little weird. Why wouldn't you just swing in the air? Like, why wouldn't you just swing in the air? It's a little weird to me. Let's see here. Do we have lethal here? This is Knight, so this is a 5/5 with 2, so it's basically 7. That would be... We do actually have lethal here. Do they have removal? Do they have removal? I mean, this is... Wow, that's it. That's going to be it. The Volatile Arsonist for the win. Let's go. Alright, we've been getting pretty lucky, so it's got to be coming. Here's the Little Alchemist. I don't know if you ever watched Full Metal Alchemist, but that was a pretty good one. I went ahead and watched that. I can't see... I've never seen the word alchemy or alchemist without relating to that show, so... This is actually probably, what, optimal hand? I don't think it gets better. You'll love to see it. You'll love to play it. And I hope you love to watch it. With a tap land, you'll love to see that as well. Let's go ahead and drop the pack leader. Now, as I mentioned in the intro here, you got the pack leader, and then you have the pack leader. Very annoying. It'll never not bug me. And I'll never not say it. Whenever I can. It's ridiculous. Join the dance. So, at the cost of Ascendant, probably have to make the sacrifice here. But that is okay. You have served You have served your community well. They let that one through. Okay. Draw the card. I always wonder if they forget about the card drawing. I mean, obviously they could have something up their sleeve. They could have removal, such as this, but the card drawing is just so brutal. When I play against this deck, against werewolves here and there, oh Jesus. I don't think I've ever had 4 Stormseekers all in one hand, but what's more cards? Boom, swing away. More cards. Okay, interesting. We're definitely gonna need some land here because we're trailing behind. We do have the draw power, unless they have. Okay. It's gonna buff. Okay, it's kind of an expensive bump spell for one, but teach their own. Do get the forest. Goody goody. How we want to play this? We can't really go knight, so this is kind of not good. Drop another one in this, and then set up for another Stormseeker. Or we just bash heads in, you know? Or do we draw 2 cards with this and give it haste? That doesn't seem like that bad. Do we want damage or do we want... Because this has lifelink. This is actually really tricky. I want to think here. Apologies, Little Alchemist. Ugh. Do we want cards or do we want more damage? It's going to give us 4. I don't think we're going to have enough for lethal, so I'm going to opt to go with extra cards. And swing all here. I'm going to get 2 cards here. They don't have any good trades. We don't get any more land. It's a little scary. It's a little scary. Okay. Well, I definitely want to kill you. Boom, boom, boom. We'll get a 3/3. Unfortunately, it's not Tovolar. That'd be great. And a Naturalist. Pass turn. Yeah, I think that was pretty good. I think that's pretty good because we knocked him down to 10. If we just wanted to go Stormseekers, that wouldn't have been enough damage. I would rather have taken the extra card there. Do your worst. Conjure your worst spell, Alchemist. Oh my gosh, the Catilda. Luckily, the wedding announcement is a very slow card. I personally have not seen it be very good in my personal experiments, but to each their own. The protection from werewolves is brutal. Absolutely brutal. What do we want to do here? Do we want to give it trample? No, probably not. Fortunately, Catilda cannot block properly on anyone else but Naturalists. So let's go ahead and drop the Stormseeker. We can just wait. We can just wait. No help. Well, that is actually a ton of help. I lied a lot. So we'll go ahead and add the red and see what we can do here. The Brawl won't do much. Okay. Do I want to actually just place this down? Because the Brawl, I mean, I can get rid of the token, but I can just do that next turn anyway. So I think we'll just place the Stormseeker for extra haste action on the following turn for the pack leaders. And Wolfie Boy. This wedding announcement, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm crazy. I saw an I played against an enchantment deck that ran that Hallowed Haunting that was actually pretty decent if it was running board-wise versus aggro. But I don't know. I just feel like it's really slow. That's not gonna get it done, feller. You're gonna have to conjure a better sorcery alchemist. So we're gonna have a lot of trample hasting here. So let's drop this. Yeah, this is not gonna be good. I think this has gotta be game. Here we go. This, just attack a token, whatever. Goodbye. Yeah, that's it. GG's. Bayou. Hello there. Unfortunately, ManaMan has come to conquer you. This isn't great, but not terrible. Not terrible enough to mulligan. I don't like mulliganing. Mulliganing. It's not good. We like to draw cards as depicted by this deck, so I'm not a big fan of doing away with them. Pack leader or liberator. Let's make a day. The sun's shining. What a beautiful day. Let's see if we can beat some more mono white. We've played so much mono white. Gain 1 life. Okay. Not nearly enough. Let's go ahead and drop the Stormseeker. I'm assuming they trade. Nothing too fancy here. Or they want to keep it for the life gain. Okay, they want to keep it for the life gain. Can't blame you. Righteous Valkyrie, okay. Fortunately, we have applied enough pressure where I don't think they're going to make the 27 life threshold. So that's nice. Trying to think what I want to do here. Still don't have enough for the 3 for the buff. So that's not good. They kind of wall us here too, surprisingly. So I think I might just want to play Arlen here. And not attack. Because the tokens don't do much either. It's kind of an awkward situation. Because I mean, they can just swing over the top with that. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, that was really weak. Not satisfied with that, but not much else we can do here. I don't want this. Oh boy. Fortunately, we do have Outland Liberator to take care of this at some point. I'm not sure if when I want to do that. If I want to sacrifice it or pray for night in some way. Yeah, but I'll say, I mean, you might want to take that away. So now we do have enough for a Blizzard Brawl. What do we want to do here? Can't really swing. How do we want to play this? Do I want to give Stormseeker +1 and then Blizzard Brawl it, or do I want to... Let's go ahead and just do this. Screw it. I can't do that either. Okay, let's go ahead and just do this. Play it rather conservatively. Just gonna let it through. Okay. I was really expecting at least like a bounce, but now that we do get Indestructible and the buff, go ahead and get rid of that pesky thing. Drop the pack leader. I don't really want to like give this up, but I guess we're just gonna have to. It's not gonna be nighttime anytime soon. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining, by the way.
Humans and werewolves.
Let's go ahead and just drop the tokens. Let's go ahead and save that Blizzard Brawl. Blizzard Brawl, Blizzard Brawl, Blizzard blah, 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 blah. I can't say that. Blizzard Brawl, but I can't. I'm not even trying anymore. But it is a good card, and that's all that really matters. The Fateful Absence. Okay, you're gonna give me a card. This deck loves drawing cards. For another pack later. I wish we had something a little juicier. That's a little spicier.
On my signal, hunt.
Bam. We'll go ahead and get another one because here we go. Finally, pack leader is not just the vanilla, and we get to actually accrue some value here. That was nice. Let's go ahead and do the brawl here. We're just going for your face. Nothing fancy here. And this has way more power than the Stormseeker, so we'll go ahead and give that it. It's got to be close. Yes, it's quick mental math. I knew it'd be close. Kind of thought it would be, but it does not matter. And that is sayonara. Who we got here, Vivi? Hello, Vivi. Ooh, okay. You don't like to see No, you don't like to see two Arsonists and two Arlens in the same hand. Arsonist, Arlen, Arlen, Arsonist. Lots of tongue twisters today. Let's go ahead and mulligan that away. It's not great, but, you know. Go ahead and keep this. Almost, just because we have, like, Naturalist to generate more mana, almost just thinking about just ditching a land. I know it sounds not great, but... sure. That's... Okay, let's do a brawl. I getting a little too frisky there. See, these sleeves are pretty. I know a lot of people, especially as you get up higher in the ladder, they'll be like, oh, well, you shouldn't have, you know, matching sleeves. You should have sleeves that don't, you know, that, like, don't represent your deck very well in order to be, like, spontaneous and get weird mulligans and Jedi mind tricks. But I feel like the content's just better if you have matching. It just makes me happier. And plus, if we're being honest, unless you're, like, really high up in Mythic, you know, like, top 1,000, top, you know, 100 and whatnot, it really doesn't matter that much. Let's just be honest. Sort of an elitist move that I find quite unnecessary. Oh, there's some white in here. Okay. Sunset Revelry is so good. It's so good. What do we want to do here? Let's go ahead and do this. I have a feeling this deck's going to be really control-y, so might just want to save the brawl. What are we doing? Okay. I didn't know if they would chump and kill the wolf, but that's fine. We can live with that. Pass, 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 pass. Whenever you get mana with the Kessig Naturalist, it does have this weird thing where you have to like keep clicking, clicking, clicking. It's not a weird thing. It's just, it's weird to you when you aren't in full control or anything. Full control. That's for control mages. We ain't doing that stuff today. That stuff today is very unnecessary. So we do get the Arlen on the 4-drop. This is going to be great. Swing away. Draw cards. It's a bit of a pattern here. It's beef up the board, go wide, swing, draw cards. The lesson of today's adventure. Foretell. I don't like foretelling. Gives me intense anxiety. A double foretell. Thankfully, we've got a very strong board because that is intense anxiety right there. So let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna do a lot of damage here. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. So 11. Is this lethal? Looks like I'm buff 1. So we got 11. Let me do some math here. 11, 14, 7. Yeah, this is lethal. Congrats. Good game. I gotta give them the good game. They were a good sport. Anima. That's like the... Yeah, we're just getting a bunch of opponents that have the capital letter at the end, but I'm not mad about it. I kind of like it. It gives your name a little spice, a little zest. So we'll go ahead and keep that. A little slower than I'd like, but beggars cannot be choosers. Drop the pack leader, and we'll be on our way. So they'll run Jawari, so they probably are running counter. So we got some Demir action going. Nice change of pace. Way too much mono white. Foretell. Okay. So we do get another pack leader. We're kind of at the mercy of another land because... Oh, God, we're running... So Grixis. 5-color... We run 4-color, 5-color? What are we doing here? Okay, that could have been really bad. Extra damage ain't gonna get it done here, so let's go ahead and drop the Tovolar. Pray they don't have a Sod coming. I don't see a whole lot of Sod coming anymore, but it is still a force to be reckoned with. I mean, you gotta watch out for it. So it's either an Epiphany or... What else we got here? What are we working with here? Unfortunately, we can't really go Nightbound anytime soon unless they don't play anything, and we can, and I lied a lot. So that's really nice. I don't think there's anything too fancy to do here, because we can play a Stormseeker and a Snarling Wolf. I would eat my sock if they don't have a counter or a Fading Hope. So there's a sock coming. Okay. Gotta have a Fading Hope here. Yeah, they always have it. I mean, come on, don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. And they do put it on top instead of the bottom, so that means it's a juicy card. So you don't like to see that. I wonder why they're running black here. Like, I haven't seen a black card yet, but they're running lots of black mana. I wonder what would entice them to run black. Red land. And there we go. Valky. You can go ahead and take one of my Tovalors or one of my Liberators. A wise decision. So, damage, not too bad. We'll go ahead and drop this puppy. And swing. Getting ahead of myself already. Hopefully we don't run into another Fading Hope. But we'll go ahead and swing here. Really? Okay. I was almost prepared to buff the Snarling Wolf, especially if I got a block here, but we would just trade the legendary rule anyway here. So, not sure if I should just pump for extra damage, because we're gonna lose if they start putting out some bomb spells here, and that's kind of what I'm afraid of. Kind of would like this to be over quicker than later, sooner than later. Goldspan, my old friend. Hello, darkness. These are gonna puff for 2 mana instead of 1 now, and they got 1 in the chamber. And they're gonna activate this at sorcery speed. Can't lie, I would not. Okay. So okay. Trying to think if there's anything we could draw that would make lethal, because this is gonna get out of hand. We pretty much, it's do or die right now. Definitely do or die. You got 1 black. What can they do with 1 black? Oh! Thankfully they couldn't target the Tovalar with this. Oh, that's going to be good. That's going to be good. Okay. If we use this and it's going to create a treasure. So I don't know if we just want to lock them out of using the treasure. But if we do that and they create the treasure, the Frenzy Trackbreaker can kill the treasure by attacking. So this is kind of gutsy here. Let's go ahead and do it. We do have enough for the buff, so it is a little okay. Hold on. Is this enough for lethal? Is this enough for lethal? This would create. Let's go ahead and do that. They are tapped out. I almost missed that. See, the second ability of Tovalar is so good. Look at this. I'm just going to activate this, because you can do this. This will be... And then I can give this 1, right? Because 1, 2, I got 1 more. We'll give a Snarling Wolf. We'll spread the love around a little bit. Unnecessarily, but that's okay, and that is lethal. I told you it was do or die, and we get it done. Let's go. That was a nail biter. Or to Fairy Mages. Hello. See what we can cook up. Looks good to me. Might be a little starved on the red, but that's alright. We'll find a way. We're wolves. We got good scent. We'll sniff our way into some red mana. If need be. Taking a mulligan. Not very good. Be careful. Is that a double mulligan? Oh my. There we go. No, never a sweat. Put down the Snarling Wolf. Never a sweat. Mono Black. Mono Black's been fun. I mean, the blood on the snow, I mean, and why it's, you know, blood on the snow instead of in the snow, it means a little beyond me, but either way. Mono Black, the snow, Lolth, that it's just a really fun deck to play. I enjoy that deck a lot. The Arsonist absolutely poops on the Skyclave, so hopefully we can get that going. Don't tell me you don't have another... Okay, I was about to say, that wouldn't even be fun. Oh, there we go. There we go. Get a little bit of juice in there. This thing's got Death Touch as well, so... Fellslinger's pretty good. Pretty darn good. Let's do this. I wonder if I should swing with the Snarling Wolf, honestly. I mean, if they want to block the Snarling Wolf and just have these go through, I think I'm down for that. I think I'm down for that. Okay, yeah, didn't think they would. Okay. Got ourselves a card game. Skyclave Shade. Unfortunately, they are lagging behind, and Skyclave Shade cannot block, so nothing to exploit there. So tough break for our opponent there. Sorry. We are going to go ahead and put this down, so we can go ahead and get the Blizzard Brawl for Indestructible. Drop the pack leader, give it haste for more cards, and we'll be on our way. Oh. And just to go a little extra wide, we do have another pack leader, so. And they don't have enough mana for a Blood on the Snow, if they were packing that. So don't have to worry about that. The coast is pretty clear here. Do get a Lolth. And
I will show you what happens.
I'm so sorry. Like, look at this. Look how good the Volatile Arsonist. I'm so glad we get to showcase this card so much. I mean, it's so good. Look at this. Look at this. Put a 1/1 counter. Bam. I mean, what do we even want to give haste here? Oh, whatever, sure. Swing away. This is going to activate here. One player. There we go. Draw a card like it even matters. Boom, boom, boom. They all activate at the same time, so they don't get the counter to save Lolth. And that's going to be good game. Just an absolute powerhouse. The Anarchist, the Arsonist. Just, oh, chef's kiss. So all in all, this deck is pretty great. The entire lore of Wolves is so fun, and again, I know I do have the alternate art, so that obviously adds a little bit of, you know, spice to the deck. So it's just a wonderful deck. It's sort of aggro. It sort of wants to keep tempo going, which kind of makes for Izzet to be a hard matchup, because typically you just kind of want to kill Izzet as fast as you can, and that'll be the end of it. But just, you know, it has a pretty good matchup versus mono black, mono white, you know, even mono green. It does pretty well, especially when you get a Blizzard Brawl on, you know, the troll or something. So this deck's really good. You can go ahead and take it. Maybe run another Arsonist. If some people really want to run, you know, I forget what those other werewolves are offhand, but I know that they're not really good, unfortunately, in this. Cemetery Prowler has its uses in other decks, and other graveyard decks, but they're just not that good here. Stick with the core. Go with Arsonist and Pack Leader. And you got a wonderful aggro-y type deck. So that's all the content I have for today. I will go ahead and see you guys on the next adventure. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment, tell me how ugly I am, whatever you want to do. It's the button that looks just like this. And I'll go ahead and see you guys on the next adventure. ManaMan, out.